the first one in bad AI up, which is the family of 5.
Family of 5.
So this was, I think, a prompt which was create an image of a family of 5 for me.
Right, family of 5. Okay, so that
Now,
used to be the median, didn't it? That's quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
When I was
maybe not anymore, but
it was 1933 when I was 6 or so.
But he's gone slightly wrong, I'd say.
I'm not seeing this one.
I don't know what the ages are around the world, but I mean, I think probably that's still.
You know when you're meant to be cancelled.
The better thing about this was just before we filmed this,
Within 3.
Roy was like, "So what's the point of this photo? What's the story behind it?" I mean, there is no story behind it.
It's funny.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
That's it.
Slash inappropriate.
Yeah, slash inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that is. So what we can only imagine. Does it actually have draw a picture of family of 5?
I mean, he's done it. Tick.
It has.
Yeah.
It has done it. It has done it.
Yeah.
So what's going on under the seas here, Tom? What can we infer from this?
But actually, do you know what the link here is actually the hallucinations, or when they call it hallucinations in the industry, right?
Yeah.
When AI makes stuff up,
yeah,
or stuff that we don't like, or we don't think is right.
Yeah.
Like if it's good, we might call it creativity.
Yeah.
The engineers call it hallucinations.
True.
But actually, interestingly, I was listening to Mark Andreessen on Lex Friedman, and he was saying he was in with a law firm recently, and he thought, they would want their models, their large language models, to be accurate 100% of the time. And actually what he said was, no, they don't. In cases, what they need is creativity, because they need to come up with new ways of positioning a case, or new ideas, new angles to come out at, and actually they wanted a lot of creativity in the prep, and then what they needed to do, which the lawyer didn't do, as we referred to on the last pod, who's in court now, is they then check all that information really thoroughly. So actually they want the hallucinations, they want the creativity in that front end bit, and then obviously before they actually use anything, they're gonna absolutely sense check this is right, or this is valid, or this fits in terms of narrative. So I thought that was quite interesting actually. So that okay, yes, it's a wrong image, but isn't it interesting because how many humans would have come up with that?
I don't not that many.
I mean, some.
No one who listens to watch this pod, because obviously they're all stand-up humans, but point taken.
Yeah, but not many.
That's an interesting point, isn't it? Yeah, it's very wrong. But again, if you go back to Arthur C. Clarke, any sufficient technology author, 2001, any sufficient technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yes.
Advanced technology. It is one way to look at it. But these are not sentient.
Yeah.
This is ultimately, as far as we know, is ultimately large data sets.
Yes, just trying to predict what's next.
Aping the human brain without going into we've got some great people on the team we're working with who really understand stuff, at a very deep level. But on the high level, we're the neural networks and the deep learning and machine, they're all basically aping the pathways in the human brain, per se. So, but it isn't sentient. It's just a pathway. So therefore, if the data models, the large language models are big enough, they're going to produce things which they have. There's no filter. That's why you see images like that, which is wow. Okay, that's wrong. But it's like it's factually kind of correct, isn't it?
Yeah,
in a way.
It is.
So interesting. Bad AI.
Wrong but correct.
Bad AI number 1.
Yeah.
Good.